Hi guys, it's Hani here, and today I'm going to share with you a delicious recipe for bakery style cookies. These are Soft Lofthouse Cookies, and you can find a full recipe with the printable card on my blog hanielas.com. Link is in the description box under the video. And now let's get started. So first I'm going to beat room temperature butter with some margarine. Now if you're opposed to using margarine, you can just use butter. Original recipe for Lofthouse Cookies includes margarine in the list of ingredients, so that's why I decided to use it, but you can just use butter if you prefer. And then we're going to also add some oil. I'm using mild tasting oil, like canola oil is going to work really well. And then you want to beat it until it all comes together. Then we can add powdered sugar. Make sure that you sift the powdered sugar if it has lumps in it before you add it. And then you just want to beat it until you have a thick mixture. And then we can add one whole large egg. Make sure that the egg is at room temperature. Now if you're in a pinch, you can always put the egg straight from the fridge into a bowl or a cup with warm water and let it stand for 5 minutes or so, and it will speed up the process of bringing it to room temperature. Scrape down the bowl to make sure that everything is homogeneous and nothing is left on the bottom. And then we can add full fat sour cream. I'm using room temperature sour cream. You want to add it in about 2-3 additions and mix it well into the butter mixture. Now these cookies are so delicious. I was a little skeptical, but they are so good. You can enjoy them plain or frosted with your favorite frosting. Now I'm going to add flavorings. I'm using vanilla and almond extract. And as far as the flour goes, with these cookies, you want to use cake flour. I'm also going to add baking powder, baking soda, and cornstarch. If you are using margarine that is salted, make sure that you avoid adding additional salt. More details about that are on the blog. I'm gonna sift it, and then we can gradually add this to the butter mixture. You want to beat this on low speed. And this cookie batter is on a stickier side, and this is normal, so you don't have to be alarmed because it is pretty sticky. So don't add additional flour, okay guys? All right, so it's almost done. I'm just going to give it a quick fold, remove all the batter from the beaters, just fold it again, go all the way to the bottom of the bowl just to make sure everything is combined. And now with my 1 tablespoon ice cream scoop, I'm going to drop mouths of this sticky cookie batter on a baking sheet, and we're going to chill it for about an hour or so until it's no longer sticky and we can shape the balls. Now at this point you don't need to like you see it's all crowded there, so that's okay. You don't have to space them out, and you can actually freeze the balls. If you want, you can freeze the balls for up to 3 months, and then you can bake off the cookies and have them freshly done. Now I'm going to space them out about 2 inches apart, and then press them down. I'm using a piece of parchment and my half cup measuring cup. If it's a bit sticky, you can use a little bit of flour on the parchment or put the unbaked balls in the fridge for a little bit. And then you want to bake these at 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes. Try not to overbake them or they will lose the softness as they cool. Okay, before you frost them, make sure that you cool them completely. Okay, you can actually make these ahead of time for up to 2-3 days and have them stored in an airtight container before you frost them. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to be using American buttercream to frost these Soft Lofthouse cookies. I'm using room temperature unsalted butter, powdered sugar, and we're going to add powdered sugar in you can do it in 2 to 3 additions, and beat it well into the butter. It's going to be super thick, So don't worry, we're going to thin it down with some milk, or you can use heavy cream. But before that, I'm adding vanilla and almond extract. Beat that well. You can also add a pinch of salt. And now I'm gonna add room temperature milk. Like I said, you can also use heavy cream. This is going to thin the buttercream and make it spreadable and really easy to work with. Now this buttercream also colors well, so if you would like to make colored buttercream, you can add concentrated gel food colors, and that is what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm using sky blue and electric pink. I love using electric pink, and it produces such a nice color. Alright, so we are going to make, basically my idea was to create kind of like a unicorn themed cookies using these two colors. Alright, so we are ready to go. I'm going to use back of the spoon and spread the buttercream. You don't want to have a heavy coat of buttercream, but if you are a buttercream fan, go for it. Add more buttercream, or maybe you can make your cookies a bit thicker if you prefer. And I'm going to be using some sprinkles. These are silver strands. I'm going to include the link or name of all the sprinkles in the description box, and it's also on the blog. So I'm using 4 different sprinkles: silver strands, white nonpareils, gold, and silver sanding sugar. I'm just gonna smear this on the top, and you can see it's turning purple as you're blending pink into the blue. And these silver strands are actually fully edible. They're actually pretty tasty. These cookies keep well at room temperature for 2-3 days, and then refrigerated for up to 5 to 7 days, I would say, but they won't last that long. And one more thing, this is a crusting buttercream, so make sure that you decorate with sprinkles before it starts to crust. Once refrigerated, make sure that you bring them to room temperature so the buttercream softens and you can enjoy a bite of this soft, delicious cookie. For a full recipe, visit my blog hanielas.com. Link is in the description box under the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe tutorial. Let me know if you tried the recipe. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified about my new uploads. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.